Hey movie fans, it's I, David Lee, here to bring you another movie review of Divergent. Now, Divergent, I went into this movie not expecting much, because there is this new Hollywood hype machine that has been just throwing out these teen angst movies. And you can either have them as good as The Hunger Games or as terrible as the Twilight series. So going into this movie, I did not know what to expect. And so I went in there with low hopes. And I think if you go into a movie with low hopes, low expectations, you're able to just actually be surprised for once. And I can easily say that I was really surprised by what this movie gave me. This movie has this character of Trish. She is this person that, as you see in the beginning of the movie, she's very much a person that is not indulged into herself. She is part of this faction that is the whole entire, they're the government of this post-apocalyptic Chicago area. And you see them, they're not into themselves, and you see her and she's just like in these raggedy clothes, and you just get a sense of who she is. And I love the opening scene where you see her, her looking into the mirror and her mother basically telling her, hey, you only get a certain amount of time because we don't want you to indulge into who you are. And you want to look at the outside and before you think about yourself. And I absolutely love that. It just gave some great character moments, and you really got the sense of who this girl is. And then throughout the movie, you get to see a little bit more of the world around you. And I gotta say, when you get to see the different factions and the different jobs that they have, it kind of reminded me of Harry Potter. And it was just like, okay, I've seen this before, and I've seen it done better. But once you get the sense of what the rules are in this world and what you're come to expect, that was when the movie kind of started rolling and started getting better. Because there are these people known as Divergents. They can't be put into a single group. Now, the people of this of Chicago believes that everybody should be put into a certain category, and they should stick with that. So they go through this test that kind of reminds you of the movie Inception, where they go into this dreamlike state and you see them manipulating into the world, which tells them what they should be. And so our girl, she just gets the info and she finds out that she is a Divergent. And she finds out what that means, and that's where the story really kicks off. Where you see her start to question, who is she? Now, this movie could have easily gone into a way that made you think that this is not, that it's trying to be a power, it's trying to bring women, a powerful woman to the big screen, and it could have easily failed. But I like the subtlety that was actually in this film, where you see her growing as a character, getting stronger and stronger, and you are rooting for her as she's going through her struggles. There are also points in there where you get to see this male figure that is going to be the love interest. And I was like, right when those scenes started to happen, I was kind of like, oh no, this could really take me out of the movie. But I was pleasantly surprised to say that it actually didn't. They actually gave the woman of Trish power and just feeling like she was in control of everything that was going on in her life. And you never get to see this love story just feel over dramatized, where it actually felt like it was actually moving in a pretty good flow. But there also is some bad, where this movie kind of reminds me, as I said, about Harry Potter or some parts of Inception. There was also some points in there where you get to see the violence. And with the violence, they had this gun that has like kind of like a darts on it that's supposed to imitate what a gunshot would actually feel like. And there are points where people get shot with it, and they go, instead of going, ow, fuck, oh no, I got shot, they're like, ow, okay, next scene. And you're just like, those scenes right there with the whole gunshots and people getting shot, it really took you out because the acting was not acting like it was an actual gunshot. I mean, they were just like, ow, okay, can we go to the next scene? And I would rather be like, oh, God damn it, oh! And there was none of that. But I gotta say, the movie really did surprise me. The acting in here was absolutely superb. There's this new actress, I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but the way that she had Trish made you see that this girl has some acting chops. And then the guy who plays love interest in this movie, he's actually pretty dang good himself. And I was pleasantly surprised. This movie is a movie that you've seen before. You've seen other elements in other movies done a lot better. But for this movie being a teen angst movie, and with me going in with no expectation, I came out, I was like, this is watchable. I mean, this is actually watchable. And for me, just going to seeing it at a matinee price at $7, I can say that it was definitely worth that price. Am I going to go out and buy it on DVD? I don't think so. But if I am excited though, just to see what this movie is going to bring next, because we do have another movie coming out next year. And I think it's called Insurgent. So I can't wait for that one, just to see where the plot goes and to see where these two new actors and actresses can take these characters next. And I also do know that the director of this movie, who I think did Limitless, is not going to be coming back for the sequel. So let's see what new blood will bring in. Let's see if this series can catch on. I am surprised to say I actually like it. And in the end, I'm going to be giving Divergent a 3 out of 5. Definitely a movie that's worth the matinee price. I'm not going to go look forward to, I'm not going to go and buy it when it comes out on DVD. But I am just pleasantly surprised by this movie. And what was your guys' thoughts about this movie? Were you thinking to yourself, I'm not going to go see it because it's just a teenage, it's going to be like a Twilight bullshit? Or did you actually go and watch it and be surprised? Comment down below and let me know, and I'll see you guys next time on the David Lee channel.